Hi everyone, and welcome to this general reading for November 2020. This is a general collective reading for the rest of November. We're into Scorpio season. Like I had said last month, expect some intense energies as the year closes out. So that's going to continue to happen. We also had a rare blue moon on the 31st of October, which was on Halloween night. So I'm not sure how you guys, whether you guys felt the energy shift or not, and whether you felt the intensity or not. But yeah, I mean, I think that we can expect to see a culmination of everything that has been happening in the last year, especially in terms of your internal transformation, especially in terms of things that you have reviewed or things that you have sort of or things that have come up in the front for you about yourself, about some very key aspects of your life, maybe things that we've been brushing under the carpet for a long time. So I think for those of you who went on that journey, I think you'll see a culmination of that towards the end of the year. And following that, 2021 hopefully should be all of us, at least the ones who've done the work, all of us, energetic work, all of us putting into practice some of those things that we've learned, all right, and making those permanent changes where they're required. So having said that, I think I'll just get started with the reading right away. So as usual, I will be doing themes. Okay, so one main theme from the Witch's Oracle deck, and then one main theme from the Cosmic Cards reading deck, and one moon message. Then we'll get started with the tarot, and then we'll close with one blessing from the goddess and gods and goddesses deck. All right, so again, this is a general collective reading. It's not a personal reading, so please take what resonates, leave what doesn't. All right, so let's get started. Let's look at one main theme that we're going to be that's going to be sort of the focus for the rest of November. Okay, two fell out, so I will read both of them. Okay, so the two main themes for the rest of November are Toad and the body. Okay. So Toad in this deck stands for experiencing some humor, experiencing some joy, and body, as it rightly just signifies in the card, is all about the physical realm of things. All right, so your physical senses, your joys of the body, sorrows of the body, essentially related to a very, very physical aspect. Also, we're in Scorpio season. Scorpio as a sign is Scorpio as a zodiac sign is very, very driven by senses. Okay, so of course they're highly intuitive, and they do have a lot of instinct, but they're also very driven by pleasures of physical senses, physical body. So maybe because we're in Scorpio season, that might be the highlight. Okay, so I feel like for the rest of the month, maybe it might be a little lighter in the sense of you also, like I said earlier, culmination and putting into practice what we've learned energetically for the last year at least. Maybe that now we will start putting it into practice in terms of our 3D world or our real world, the tangible world, all right? And in that, I think the primary focus is going to be about your senses, and also how to sort of marry the two, marry your physical senses with your internal senses, okay, so that there's no disconnect between the two, so that there's no energetically or at a soul level you're thinking something else or you're feeling something else, but in the physical world you're doing completely the opposite. So maybe also learning how to balance those two, okay, and seeing the lighter side of things. All right, toad over here in this deck can also represent like being grotesque, or having a darker side, or having like a not a very joyful side. It can also represent that. So the way I see it is, my recommendation would be keep keep your focus on, how you are transmuting or translating what is happening internally into your external world, into your physical world, but don't get too caught up with only physical senses. Okay, so looks like that's going to be one main theme in the month of November. Maybe also eating healthy, doing some practices that make your body feel lighter, that make, because externally or physically, when you feel lighter, when you feel more in tune with nature or with your environment, it just makes your life that much more easy. So maybe also the focus might be to focus on living a more healthy life, maybe. All right, let's see one message from the cosmic cards deck. Choices. What did I say? So maybe in the month of November you might make some healthy choices. You might make some, be careful that you're not making choices which are detrimental to your physical body, to your senses. So whether it is overindulging in maybe watching TV, or overindulging in your screen time, or overindulging with eating or drinking, or any addictions if you have them. So any of those things, right? There will be probably choices that you will be making, which to me it looks like eventually the choices that you make hopefully should propel you towards your highest self. Okay, let's see one message from the moon for you guys. Confidence is your key to success. New moon and Leo. Okay, so it's beautiful how all cards are only talking about your physical manifestation. So like I said earlier, all the work that energetic work or soul level work or internal work that we've been doing for the last 1 year, it's time now to start putting that into practice. Okay, and that probably is going to be the focus. At least in November. We will see what December brings, but at least in November that's going to be the focus. So putting all of those choices, all of those decisions, all of those learnings into your practice, into your day-to-day life. Okay, that's going to be the focus in November. All right, let's get started with the tarot. I'm not doing any particular spread. I'm just doing a free flow message. So I'll draw about I'll draw about 5 messages, and then I'll do some clarifiers with the other tarot deck. All right. Oh wow, okay. It just fell out. 4 cards just fell out all at once. Is it 4? Is it 5? Okay, let me get one more. Okay, 2 fell out. I'll read both. I'll put both of them in the spread. Also, I feel like as you are in the process of making some choices, you will be making some choices, especially in terms of your physical world, okay, and which will affect you personally at a body level, at probably also a mind level and emotional level. If you experience some kind of pull back, or if you experience some kind of confusion about what choices to make, or which direction to take, or which way to move forward, or what to leave and what to go ahead with, don't worry, confidence will help you. Don't get very cynical about it, okay? Allow that choice to come to you naturally, okay? So that's another message from the oracles as well. All right, so first message that we have for the month of November from the Osho Zen Tarot deck is harmony. 10 of Cups in the traditional tarot. So there will be harmony, like I said, now just putting all of the big work that we've done, putting that into practice now. So there will be harmony. You will experience a sense of we will experience a sense of more joy, more being on the same page with people in our lives, especially at home, in your home environment. So we will be experiencing that as well as November progresses. You do also have the 9 of Wands, which in the traditional tarot deck. In the Osho Zen tarot deck, this is exhaustion, okay? So remember, be gentle with yourself also, like I said earlier. So there might be times where you feel like you're getting exhausted, or you're guarding yourself too much, maybe because of past experiences or past disappointments. You're guarding yourself too much, especially in terms of emotions, especially in terms of how you feel, and the way these messages have fallen out. These all are indicative of some kind of a personal relationship, okay? So some kind of a or a personal situation, okay? Even if it's not a relationship, it's about how you're going to process your emotions. It's about how you're going to process your internal self, okay? So you might get exhausted a little bit, especially if things from the past suddenly come up, or if you remember certain disappointments that you had in the past, in terms of a balance or give and take between relationships or between people in your life that are close to you, whom you are emotional about. You might experience some exhaustion, but like I said earlier, don't worry, because you will be making some choice. And if you just listen, if you've done the internal work through this year, trust that the choice that you need to make, the right choice that you need to make, that will come to you, okay? So just trust that. You keep your focus on making that choice or making that decision, yes, with confidence, but also keeping harmony and keeping joy and keeping peace at the base of it, all right? So that might happen as well. So as you might also feel like there is too many expectations out of you to fulfill other people, in terms of joy, in terms of happiness, in terms of love, giving too much of yourself, okay? And that might make you feel a little bit exhausted. Next card is Integration. Beautiful card. This is Temperance in the traditional tarot deck. So integration is basically balancing out the yin and the yang. Also, if you see in this image, the yin and the yang is present. This is the yin and the yang, okay? And then we have the swan. The swan and the eagle. The swan represents feminine, eagle represents masculine, okay? So integration as a card, or temperance as a card, is about achieving inner union. It's about achieving inner synthesis in terms of dualities, in terms of all of us, and I've said this before, all of us have a masculine side and a feminine side, okay? Now usually what happens in life is that sometimes our masculine side takes over and sometimes our feminine side takes over. It's not gender specific, it's an energy I'm talking about, okay? So learning how to balance the two, learning how to reach a midpoint where you are able then to exhibit or use or employ the correct energy, depending on, especially regarding to situations at home or situations in your personal life, okay? Because this reading is looking like a personal life reading more than a career or a work related reading, all right? So with the 9 of Wands or with the exhaustion card, you might as you feel exhausted, or you feel like you have to defend yourself, or you have to guard yourself from outside influences or people, as you feel that, remember that it might be easy for you to slip back into past patterns or old ways of doing things. So for example, in a tight situation, or in a situation which is a little bit uncomfortable, or making you or pushing you in a corner. For example, you might be somebody whose masculine side comes out instinctively. Now, for a masculine side to come out, which the masculine energy, what that basically means is, then typically you will go into not showing emotions, or being aggressive, or being dominating, or being more logical, etc. All of that. Okay, that's typically the masculine energy. Or on the other hand, you might be somebody who, when you get cornered, you might employ overuse of feminine energy, which is basically not doing anything, staying in a receptive flow, allowing things to happen on their own, sometimes resorting to manipulation as well. Okay, all of those things. So you need to figure out for yourself, especially in uncomfortable situations, which is the energy that you go to instinctively. Once you figure that out, then it becomes easy for you to balance it. So in a situation where you're feeling exhausted, not necessary that every time only pushback or aggression or domination or closing your emotions out or being really logical, it's not necessary that that's going to work. Maybe what needs to work for you to have the harmony and have the joy and peace is for you to employ a little bit more of your feminine side. Okay, or vice versa. Alright, so you will have to figure that out on your own. You have to take it as it applies to you. But basically, through this exhaustion, if you're able to keep your focus on, at the end of the day, wanting more joy, peace, harmony, and doing things from a place of love, you will be able to reach this integration. Alright, next card is the Lover's card. Remember, again, this is a card for divine union, or a soul-based union. So some of you might experience this in the month of November, which is basically coming together with somebody who is a soul connection for you, or at least reminiscing about it, because your next card is dream. It's the Six of Cups. Okay, this card is about nostalgia, this card is about reminiscing, this card is about even reconnecting. So some of you might reconnect with somebody who is a potential soul connection, or somebody who you feel connected to or tied to at a soul level. Alright, but remember what is important for you to have, and the three cards are so beautiful, the last three cards are so beautiful. You've got the 10 of Pentacles at this is the last message, we are the world. This is the 10 of Pentacles. Okay, this is basically having a really, really harmonious, a really fulfilling personal life, home life. Okay, where you have prosperity, and you have enough and more of everything. So even material gain, even mentally at peace, emotionally at peace, physically also, because also one of your themes is body. Physically also being in a very, very in tune place. Okay, that's the 10 of Pentacles. It's a beautiful card to get. So the last three cards are actually very nice, but the only thing is any reconnection that you might feel like you want to do, etc. But first make sure that you are integrated within, that you are coming from a place of integrity, that you are coming from a place of authenticity. Okay, and the only thing that might come in your way, because all the other cards are really, really positive, the only one card which might create trouble for you is the Nine of Wands, which is exhaustion, which means basically putting your guards up again, because you're not seeing the change that you want or the outcome that you want, and that is taking you into a thought pattern of what may have happened in the past in a similar situation, and hence putting your guards up. Remember, Toad also, one of the implications of Toad is also grotesque. So being sad, or being making it ugly, or making it focusing on unwanted things, especially in terms of what is not manifesting in your physical world. Okay, so the only thing that can come in your way is this. So even when you're making your choices, even as you are finding yourself at a crossroads where you need to make a choice, come from a place of integration, come from a place of balance, come from a place of integrity. Okay, do things from an authentic place. Don't do it just out of a selfish motive, or just out of because you have been maybe let down before, and so you don't want to, it'll only be you who will miss out. Okay, so looks like in November there might be potential for a possible reconnect with somebody who is a soul level connection. Now usually, yes, the lovers does indicate a romantic angle or a romantic partnership, but because this is a general reading, it's not a personal reading, I will look at it as any bonded partnership that can be between you and your friends. Maybe you've not been in touch with them for a while and you reconnect with them, or that can be between you and your family members. Maybe there was a fallout, or maybe there was some things because of which maybe there was a little bit of a gap. It could be any of those, right? So you have to take it as it applies to you, but essentially we might experience in the month of November, you might experience some nostalgia, some reminiscing about old times with a particular person or particular people, and you might hope to reconnect with them. There is potential for you to achieve again, 10 of Pentacles and Temperance, when they come out together, it's a combination for union, it's a combination for coming together. You might be able to experience this coming together, or experiencing finally getting united with whoever this person is in your mind. There is potential for that to happen. Okay, now whether it happens or not, that's in your hands. The only thing you need to take care of is the Nine of Wands or the exhaustion over here. Alright, let's do some clarifiers for each of these cards. Okay, so for under harmony, I asked to clarify why harmony is here. The two cards that fell out are Six of Swords and Queen of Cups. Okay, so like I said earlier, moving now to a more stable emotional place. Okay, moving to a calmer state. So definitely there will be more joy. There will be, I mean, whoever this reading resonates for, you are moving towards a more fulfilling emotional life, especially in your personal relationships. So there may have been some conflicts in the past, there may have been some internal conflicts which you may have brought upon yourself, wherein maybe love was not the focus, or emotions were not the focus, but now you're moving towards a more calmer state internally, but you're keeping love, creativity, being nurturing, being nourishing, working more with your emotions as November progresses. Okay, so these are good cards. Okay, so I did a clarifier for your exhaustion card, Nine of Wands, and so under that we have the World card. Okay, so what did I say earlier is that you might put your guards up because of something that happened in your past. The World is indicative of learning lessons, mastering lessons, things that have happened in the past. Leave them in the past, move ahead. Okay, lessons that you have learned in your past, like I said earlier also, we're going to now start putting it into implementation mode through till the end of this year. So whatever lessons you have learned, whatever cycles you have completed, especially in terms of personal relationships or in terms of close relationships, give yourself permission to move ahead from those. Okay, don't keep your guard up if the same thing happens again. It's not if the same thing happens again, guys, okay, then there is something that you have still not learned. So you have to learn that lesson so that you don't become this, so that you don't become a guarded person. Okay, so that you don't always have to have your guards up, especially in terms of personal relationships or close relationships. Okay, if this is what is happening to you on a regular basis, then there is something that you have not learned. Okay, with the World card here, these are lessons being mastered. Okay, essentially you've closed the circle, you've closed the loop, you've learned everything you need to learn so that you can move ahead. All right, so this is not happening, then there is something yet that you have not learned. Okay, so take care of that. See, so beautiful. My God, all the messages are so nice today. So clarify for under integration is the Three of Wands. Three of Wands is basically manifesting your desires now. Okay, you stay in a place of inner union. You stay in a place of inner synthesis. In a place of inner being unified, and everything that you want, especially at least in November, whatever it is that you want, there is great potential for you to achieve that. Okay, because you've also got the Three of Rods now over here. Three of Rods is basically, you've put out your desires to the universe, you've said what you wanted, and now you're waiting for it to come, and it's coming your way. Okay, you stay integrated. All right. New beginning, Fool, under the Lover's card, beautiful. There will be a new beginning. So for some of you, you might reconnect, you might take a leap of faith, you might finally decide to surrender, you might finally decide to go with the flow, reconnect this relationship or this equation or this connection, whoever it is in your mind. You might decide to finally take that leap of faith and go ahead and surrender and not be guarded instead. Okay, so there is potential for a new beginning also to happen with this connection. All right. Okay, two fell out for under the dream. I'll read both. So under dream, which is your Six of Cups, okay, you have the Eight of Swords and the Four of Rods. Okay, so initially what you may have felt trapped by your own thought process, if you have felt initially or in the past, if you may have felt that you were bound or you were tied down to something because you thought that you were supposed to be doing a certain thing, and that your own thought process essentially tied you down, bound you, didn't give you scope, or made you feel like you're helpless or you're hopeless, or you can't take any action. If in the past you felt that, there'll be more stability going forward in the month of November. Okay, with Four of Rods, there'll be more stability. Also, with under the Six of Cups is the Four of Rods. So you might decide to actually solidify this relationship with whoever this person is. Okay, now so that can be marriage, or it can be just making amends. If it's a friend, making amends about any past deceptions or hurts or baggage, and finally coming to a place of more stability, of more understanding with each other, of more being on the same page with each other, and really looking out for each other. Okay, so that'll happen. Just make sure that any feeling of trap that you feel, you should know that you are doing it to yourself. You've also got the Six of Swords, which means there has been some internal conflict before, because before Six comes Five of Swords. So there has been some internal conflict before, there has been some game playing before, when you're trying to one up on the other, or you're trying to manipulate, or you're trying to deceive, or you're trying to be dominating, etc. But you have moved now to a calmer state, to a calmer energy. Okay, so it might revisit you. You make that choice to be integrated and not allow guards to come up. Then the stability will happen. Okay. Okay, so under the We Are the World, or Ten of Pentacles, is the Hanged Man. Okay, so you might feel like you want to allow things to unfold naturally and not take any rash decisions, or not make any sudden moves. But also at the same time, you will be feeling like you are in complete surrender to the universe. You are in complete you're operating from a place of complete faith, complete trust, and you know that whatever is your due, or whatever it is that is meant to be in your life or meant to come into your life, especially with regards to the Ten of Pentacles, that is regards to having a bountiful home environment or personal a relationship with people or with somebody, whatever that is meant for you, you know that that's going to come for you. Okay, so no, you're not going to make any sudden moves, you're not going to make any erratic moves as well. All right, you might also be illuminated about or you might also finally realize what having a solid, stable, happy and fully functional, fully emotionally aligned, mentally aligned, physically aligned connection or relationship actually means to you now. Okay, and maybe that's the choice you're going to be making. Beautiful cards. I'm so happy because November, I thought Scorpio season is going to be dark and heavy. It's actually quite light. So I'm really happy. Alright, let's get one blessing from the Hindu gods and goddesses and then I'll wrap it up. I've already gone into 30 minutes. And I thought I'll make this reading a little shorter this time. But, well. Oh my god, my baby has come. Okay, you got Gopal or baby Krishna as your blessing. Okay, so he's blessing you with perfection of parental love, protection to one's children, fertility and the well-being of newborns, devotion to Krishna and those closest to him. So essentially he's blessing you, Krishna is blessing you. Know that he embodies love in all aspects, right? He doesn't discriminate between who is who. Everything that he does from a place of love. He does from a place of innocence. He does from a place of a clear heart. Okay, so he's blessing you with those qualities this month. So it looks like November is going to be a nice light month. There will be emphasis on you finally putting into your physical reality some of the decisions you've made or learnings you've had in the last 1 year. You will be making some choices. Looks like they're going to be around a personal connection or a personal relationship. But whatever choice you make, like I said earlier, remember it will be in your highest good. Trust that it will be in your highest good because all your cards are supporting that. Alright, so I hope that this reading helped you guys, and I will check back with you again in the mid of the month with general readings for the signs, the cluster signs from the zodiac. Alright, so you guys have a great rest of November.